say it twice. The queen, baby. Y'all know what we doing, huh? Back at you. Like I said, back at you, baby, because I never left. Huh? With the first series of Krown Talk, baby. Get into it. Brought to you by GoSayHELLO. Hey, look, I had to have a queen with me, but before I even get into my queen, my first guest, my sister, the incomparable, the legendary, the icon, Malcolm Luther Queen. Let me put the sauce up on it, baby. Huh? All right, Marie Von Britton, I need y'all to go ahead and take out your notepad, take out your phone, wherever you document important history, baby, and write this down the same way we write down that new TikTok trend, period, I-O. The same way we do those things, baby. Let's write down these facts. All right, Marie Von Britton Brown. All right. In 1969, Marie Von Britton Brown became the first person to develop the patent for closed circuit television security. Brown's invention became the framework for the closed circuit television system that we currently use today for surveillance, monitoring traffic, and preventing crime.
Wow.
Did you hear what I said, baby? Wait a minute.
It always starts with us.
Wait a minute. It always starts with us, baby. It goes into the way we even monitor crime, surveillance, when we think about our home security systems, when we think about the corporations, when we think about everything, baby. I need y'all to understand on the backs of which it came from, baby. So we're going to start every podcast off with a black fact, baby. And like I said, black girl magic fact for this one. All right. So joining me today, the queen, my sis. We always try to talk about where we met, and we never can really say
genuinely
where.
don't know where the hell we met.
We don't know.
We've literally been knowing each other that long. The universe,
God
brought us here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
like
God did. Okay,
come on. Big facts. So it is such a pleasure to have you here, the one and only, the activist. You feel me? The community philanthropist. You feel me? The red carpet killer still, baby. You still doing it. And my good friend, my sister. I appreciate you, my confidant. You know what I mean? My business partner in a sense, because you know how we do in many spaces, baby. Mm-hmm. I'm so happy to have you here, y'all. I need you to clap in your living room, on your couch, wherever you're at, baby. Give it up for the queen, the one and only, Shar Bates.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here and, see you in another layer of your element.
I appreciate it.
Because it's so, and by the way, y'all, this is not an act. It's not like, this is not her just on stage. You know how some people, like, they put on and then it be like, period, period. No, this is, this is Nesha, like, all day long. Like, I've seen her wake up people's energy so many times, whether it be kids or adults. This woman has jumped on tables the same way as couches.
Come on.
Conferences, festivals, classrooms, it doesn't matter. Like, I appreciate your essence and your energy in this dimension that we're in. Because you are very powerful. And I've seen other powerful people speak about the power of her energy. Like, literally, I introduced Nesha to Reza Islam, and before she even said anything, he said, I felt your power when you came in the room,
wow,
sis.
Yes.
He said, I don't know who you are, but I know you powerful.
Wow.
This is what he said, and I'll never forget, and I've never said this out pub, but we got this on video.
We got it on footage. Like, no facts.
Like, literally, but the fact of the matter is, that's not a first time type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're that powerful. And so congratulations.
Thank you.
On everything you have going on. You deserve it. And, I'm continuously saluting, and however I can, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Help this path flow down this road and river quicker to this waterfall that I know you about to have. Like, literally, y'all, anyway, don't give me, I love you.
Sis, give me a hug. First of all, give me a hug. No, for real, y'all, because this is the moment of giving flowers. This is the flower hour right here. We done went right into it, baby. Huh? Okay, I couldn't even get into giving you your flowers all the way without you being like, wait a minute, this is your moment. Let me give you your moment. Let me salute you. Let me tell you how powerful you are. I don't care how many times people say it, baby. it's something about the intention from people that you really love and you want to see win. So I appreciate you giving me my flowers, sis, because you don't have to do it. And I know we all get caught up and we got our lives. You see what I'm saying? But the fact that you even stopped and you went straight into giving me my flowers. Here's an exchange. Can you put your hand out? Grab mine as I take yours, baby. Ha! We giving flowers, baby. We ain't got to wait until it's at a grave site, baby. You see what I'm saying? We doing it right now in the physical. Woo!
I'm Flower Bay, okay? Rose Bay. Stop playing with me.
Girl, you did. Let me just, can I get a Harlem Shake real quick? Can we just do that? Sure, can you just, it's certain things I'm going to be requesting. Listen, baby. Let me get into your bio just real quick, baby, because it's extensive. It is extensive. I tried to chop it as much as I could. Baby, she been out here, under dig over stand. A legend, baby. Shar Bates, right here, the queen. A broadcast graduate of television and radio broadcast production in 2011, baby. She founded the nonprofit Breaking the Chains, where she has launched several mentor programs that have raised school program attendance by over 30%. For middle school and high school students, wait a minute, all while simultaneously leading and hosting nationwide community relief events, baby, okay? Local health and edutainment teen summits and music events in Atlanta since 2008, baby. She been out here. Shar is also, come on, y'all, an indie radio pioneer who has interviewed a multitude of celebrities, okay? Dignitaries, artists, athletes, and moguls for the Shar Bates Show, as well as the Art of Radio music event where she interviews music industry moguls. She started doing live event interviews with TSBS for music events back in 2014 and then pop-up red carpet events. I remember, don't play with her. And that's when she was coined the Red Carpet Slayer. Shar is also a social justice journalist. I know about that, baby. We've been in these streets together. That dedicates an immense portion of her life's work to telling the narrative of victims of incarceration and police brutality victim stories and situations from hip-hop, from situations from a hip-hop and community perspective as biased mainstream media continues to tell our story the wrong way, baby. So people like her are giving the voice to the voiceless, baby. Come on, y'all. It's about the representation. Shar Bates got the other name, Malcolm Luther Queen, baby. Don't play with it. After years of activism behind the scenes and on radio, as of lately, she has been healing through music and creative experiences, conducting teen talent showcases, a summer music program right at Morehouse, baby, that I was a part of. Don't play with it. Boys and Girls Club for young adults. Shar Bates also brings older adults together with her other community events, okay? Altar Candy and so forth, baby. I need y'all to make sure y'all get into what she has going on. This is just a preface of what the legacy is, baby. And I know I had to go into it and it was long-winded, but I don't care, baby. We need to listen to our people. We have to, baby. We listen to everything else that don't mean nothing to us, baby. Let's listen to something that means something. Okay? Baby! Now, I know that was long. Let's get into it. Let's start about the beginning of who Shar Bates is. I know I went into that bio, baby, and we also gonna break that down as we go into the questions. But let's talk about the beginning of Shar Bates as a child, where you were born. Okay, let's talk about the foundation. Let's go into that for the viewers who may not be familiar.
So, I was born and raised in Flint, Michigan. Honestly, I had a really hard childhood. I'm one of those kids that our family was like that family that looked amazing. We was hood rich, you know what I'm saying? Had a lot of cars. Parents worked for General Motors, typical family in Flint. You know, but I was kind of living in a hell. You know, I had a pedophilic, physical, and verbal abusive stepfather. My dad died when I was 1. And my mom got married that same year because, you know, that cycle that we do, we try to, you know, jump on to the next to try to get past something and we really I just really realized in these past couple months how my mother never really got a chance to grieve and deal with that and how much that really affected us because, you know, I was my mom's 3rd set of kids. You know, and so my mama was older. She was tired. You know, when you have a child at 17 and your mother dies you know, around just before you have that child. So you got to take care of your brothers and sisters. You really, like, I'm like, I had to look back like, dang, you know, I'm really like your fourth set of kids.
Right.
But yeah, so me just trying to get away from that. I played all type of sports, y'all. Like, I played every sport you can probably think of, from softball to volleyball to basketball, y'all. I cheerleaded, I did track. What else I do? And then I played. I've been doing music my whole life. I've been doing music since I was 9. You know, and so music actually did save me. You know, like, so when I'm out here telling y'all what to do, young people or artists, I'm not like capping. Like, I started writing at the age of 9. I started playing the saxophone. I still remember what I watched that made me, you know, want to get into music and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I went on and was in the band, was drum major. I discovered soccer. I happened to be really good, and you know, I just could not wait to be king. I couldn't wait to get out. I couldn't wait to get out my mom and them house though. For real. I left the house 3.5 weeks after I graduated. I'm out. I'm one of them.
Okay, don't play with that girl. She is not one of them. She's one of them though. Okay, because she did what she had to do, baby, to get out of those circumstances. And thank you just for being vulnerable and open. You see what I'm saying? And going straight into that, because this is the thing. And I understand the elders will look at it like, oh, you're telling your baby, baby, this is a new generation. We are healing through our circumstances, through our stories, through our testimonies. If she does not say this, for the record, okay, it is therapeutic for her, but it is therapeutic to the listener that may be going through this right now, baby. Okay, so if it can save somebody else, it ain't even about me. It ain't even about her. Okay, y'all, come on. Wait a minute now, baby, because you opened it up and you didn't have to. So I appreciate you. And I just want to apologize for everything that you went through. You see what I'm saying? And I know it ain't on me, baby, but we just got to do that. We have to. We just got to show more compassion to one another. I'm not perfect. You see what I'm saying? I have my moments where I fall short, but at the end of the day, baby, we are only strong as the reflection in the mirror, baby, and we are a reflection of one another. So I'm going to continue to give you that strength, baby. I appreciate you. Woo! Girl, speaking of Flint, baby, come on, Midwest is the best.
Okay, I'm just trying to tell you, ain't nothing like a Midwest woman. I don't know, you know.
What's some of the dances y'all got in Flint? Because I can pull out dances. Can you pull out dances?
Hopefully we was all doing those same dances, so I ain't even got to do no new dance because she already did the dance.
Listen, baby, St. Louis chicken head pancake. I know we may not have nothing other than that, baby, but
I don't know
leave it
if
alone.
we had no specific Flint dances, but we for damn sure got some Flint words, because we'll call your ass chatty in a minute. That mean lame, you know what I'm saying? Weak, you know what I'm saying?
Chatty.
Know, yeah, like if somebody call you chatty, like they so chatty.
They
like,
chatty. Girl, you know you on
they
that
chatty as hell.
You on that chatty.
If you say chatty to somebody from Michigan, they'll be like, yo, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? That's a Michigan thing right there. Y'all really got the bro from us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though, if you listen to how Michigan people talk, like, we've been, like, it's nothing.
Y'all been had the lingo. So let's talk about some of those early Michigan influences that some people may not be familiar with. Where were some of those people that you looked up to in your community? You feel me?
Super Dave. Super Dave was...
Super.
Before I knew about Greg Street, Tiny Greg Street to Rock, I knew about Super Dave. Super Dave was huge back in the day. He was on the radio, like he always had some stuff going on for us. I grew up on Tom Joyner, you know what I'm saying? Tom Joyner was the man growing up. Who else I about to tell y'all? I don't know who did this show, but whoever was doing the Super Show growing up, they were doing a big talent show for kids, and we looked forward to this talent show, y'all, all year long, and it's really interesting because I done had parents come up to me like, what you doing right now is what changed my life, this is that and the third, and that's why I do stuff from the heart, because I know it'd be those little things sometimes. But whoever did the Super Show, like, that was the first time we was really able to all, like, get dressed up and go out, like, as kids. Like, we felt like we're going on a date, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was at an arena. Like, that was probably the only kid event that we ever had that was at a whole freaking arena, y'all.
Wow.
Like,
And
yeah.
with, like, performances and just the whole shebang.
All
like,
about us.
Was
It was called the Super Show, and I think it would be a few adults, but for the most part, it probably was more adults. But I don't know, because I ain't never seen no other kids on no other shows, so I ain't really care. But yeah, whoever did the Super Show, y'all to go.
Hey, shout out to the Super Show. Listen, is it still going on?
It's not.
I need y'all to bring that back. Like, let's bring that back. Let's figure out. I feel like what you doing in your own way, Queen, you're doing your own super show. You feel me? Every time you show up, it's super, baby. We don't do nothing minuscule.
We might need to do a super show in Flint.
Super, yeah, a super.
I don't know, a super duper show. We come out in some,
I like that. That's hard.
Some Missy Elliott bags, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Lizzo, you know?
I'm saying, I like that. Dave, what we doing, baby?
Whatever happened to Super Dave? Where you at? Nobody Facebook friends with Super Dave?
See what's going on with Super Dave, baby. We have put out a, what is it? When they APB. We have put that out for Super Dave, baby. Woo! Listen, so like I said, baby, as soon as we went straight into the interview, you went into just that adversity that you faced. And I thank you for sharing that, because the transparency is something that we need to be okay with sharing so other people can heal. So talk about that adversity that you went through. Not necessarily, talking about the adversity that you went through. As a child, give me some of those coping mechanisms. What did you turn to other than music? I know you turned to music, but what was another outlet?
That's what we doing. Typical teenager stuff, you know what I'm saying? First, sports and music, definitely. You know, sports gave me a reason to actually say that I was going to be here, so I didn't have to be there.
You was playing basketball? What was you doing?
I did everything from basketball.
See me on the court.
I did basketball, softball. I be posting videos of me banging on my son all the time. What you talking about? He's yet with only one win in the ranks,
but
so it don't really count.
Michael Jordan like I did, though?
You know, I can't say that I have.
Okay, all right, but go back.
But back to my sports, you feel me? Because we ain't talking about like Mike. I was, you know what I'm saying? I done did cheerleading, I done did soccer, I done did softball, I done did track, I done did basketball, band, drum major. Like, I did some of everything. But I think some of my real coping mechanisms was, smoking and drinking. I think that's why I don't care as much about a lot of stuff as I got older, because like
you had already did that.
I was I don't want to say a grown young woman, but I've been working since I was 14. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah.
Baby, and I know you just talking about smoking and drinking, and then here I am picking up my cup. Listen, baby, don't do it, baby. We human. Get into it. And we doing it responsibly, baby.
This is different. We're whole adults.
We're adults, baby. Everything needs to be done responsibly, but I can absolutely relate, to doing those things way before I was supposed to. And we understand the neighborhoods and just the different things, the adversity constantly that we have to face, and those coping mechanisms is not okay. But again, we're bringing awareness to it. And if you are dealing with that as a young teen, please find somebody that you can talk to help you find some different methods, baby. For real, for real. This is what this is about, baby. I don't know what everything else is about, but I'm gonna let you know, baby, we ain't doing the
And I think that it's important to know that when you're younger, your brain is not fully developed. You know what I'm saying? And so all this stuff y'all be mixing, I ain't encouraging nobody to do nothing. But if you're going to do something, to stick to the naturals, baby, because all these extra drugs and stuff that y'all be doing,
baby,
and trying this and putting it with that and these pills and different stuff, you're killing parts of, your body and your brain that you're not even giving yourself a chance. Even weed, you know what I'm saying, it kills your brain, so you're not giving it a chance to fully develop, you know what I mean? And so the fact of the matter is, you got to find your genius level talent. whatever that is, just do whatever make you happy, whether it is about money or not. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Wow, absolutely. And speaking of doing what makes you happy, I heard you say you started doing music at 9, and I can absolutely relate to that, as I did as well. So talk about, here we were, 2 9-year-olds, didn't even know each other.
Same age.
Yes. Didn't even know each other. You see what I'm saying? But the fact that we both ran to the pen, you see what I'm saying, to express ourselves. Let's talk about that love for music. Where did that come from? Was it just something you woke up and was just like, I can do this? Did you listen to a certain song? Was it a certain visual that you saw that you were inspired by? Like, wow, I can be like that as well. What was it? Was it in the family? Let me know.
I'm so happy to tell y'all because, you know, my idol and my Beyonce growing up was Whitney Mofo Houston. Okay, I just gotta let y'all know the voice.
The voice, baby, still the voice.
It was the voice. I still remember what I watched.
Yes.
I was watching the American Music Awards, and Whitney was at the top of her game. You know what I'm saying? Bodyguard either had just came out or was about to come out, and she performed, and Kenny G performed with her. And Kenny G held his note from the back of the auditorium all the way to the front stage to Whitney while she was singing behind him. And I'm like, yo, I want to be her. I want to play the saxophone. I want to be an artist, and I want to be an actor. And my family had always told me you should be a lawyer. I'm like, yeah, whatever. If this don't work out, you know what I'm saying? Which is really interesting where I'm at right now, you know, everything I do. But I still remember the moment. I was like, yo, I want to be an entertainer and an artist.
Yes.
Like, because that's what Whitney was doing. And oh, man, she was just everything to me. Like, she was this brown girl. Like, she was one of the only people I had ever seen. Like, people don't know, Whitney Houston was the first ever black supermodel on the cover of 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, and her hair was short. Like, I'm like, look at this. That was the first brown-skinned girl I had ever really seen that was, like, more famous than all these white people. And it was like, man, she is just so amazing. What? Like, I can do this. Yes. Like, I know I can do this because Whitney is doing this.
Yes.
Like, I will always give Whitney her flowers. Like, I don't care what y'all talking about, like, at different times of her life. You know what I'm saying? She changed this world. And she will never be forgotten.
Never.
So I give so much of my love to her because if it was not for her, I would have never wanted to do all these different things that I do.
Wow. Woo! Ha!
That's my baby, man.
What?
Y'all better respect the queen, like she say. We'll always love you. You tried to leave me out right there.
I did because I wanted them to hear a little bit more of you. No, girl, the way you just went into Whitney. Wow. That's so deep, baby, because I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's something about I know, and I was giving her flowers when she was here, baby, because I can relate to who Whitney was, even when she went through her darkness. I can relate to that too. And just being by her side through those times, like you say, when they tried to minimize her talent because of the negativity, baby. People are human. And y'all understand what y'all did to her in this game, and that's a whole nother topic, baby. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother topic, baby. Mm-hmm. We ain't even gonna get into that because that's a whole nother segment, baby. Mm-hmm. But like you said, everything she accomplished, the representation, that's why I had to ask you. I don't even know what made me steer towards there. The last thing I said was it something that you saw? Was it the imagery, baby? You went straight into the Whitney Houston and you was even able to remember the show, the time.
I literally remember it like it was just, I'll never forget.
Representation is so important, y'all. Representation is so important. So I know when y'all hear me, and don't get it twisted, I'm not on my grandma, you feel me? Because I be out here like, okay, we on the nonsense. Because I listen to my little nonsense too, period, you feel me? I listen to my nonsense too. But what I'm saying is, y'all, we still need to make sure we have the right representation in the forefront. It matters. That matters so much to you. Here you are, still standing on her shoulders, baby. Don't play with it. Don't play. Woo!
Period.
Okay, we done doing that, baby, because they done already made her famous, and I know folks with real talent like myself and you All right. We may need to cut that piece out. Anyway. All right. Woo! So why is breaking the chains of hip hop so important to you? I know you have your nonprofit Breaking the Chains. And to me, and I know to the viewers and to your supporters and people that love you, you've continued to break generational chains. You've continued to break the chains of negativity. You've continued to break the chains of racism, of sexism, of poverty, baby. So let's talk about breaking the chains of hip hop specifically and why that work is so important.
It's so important for us to break the chains of hip hop and this death music culture because it's killing us, you know, and y'all like cut it. I done seen activists and, you know, artists and executives like, y'all can't try to say the music got something to do with it. Of course we can. Music is the highest form of mind control. And what are we manifesting? I mean, literally, y'all do understand that when, you know, someone wants to sell a product, they're going to keep beating it into your head and you're going to keep hearing the song, you're going to keep hearing the jingle and seeing it and hearing it, right? So if we are chanting death while working out, chanting death while dancing, chanting death while getting dressed, chanting death, I mean, literally throughout all these different activities, are you really surprised when these things happen to these rappers that they're rapping about? You know what I'm saying? It's the saying that say, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. But here's the thing that I need y'all to understand. It's not by chance. Is it just the music? Absolutely not. But I tell you what, they deliberately changed hip-hop from being a creative, artistic expression of activism to make us look at ourselves, perpetuate, and promote ourselves as gangsters, pimps, and hoes.
Period.
Purposely, so they could literally, like, y'all don't even understand how hip-hop was used to fuel and fill the prison industrial complex. It's not a coincidence that at the same time as the crime bill happening, it's the same time that they literally told all the record labels, we don't want y'all signing. Y'all don't remember all of a sudden people like Most Def and people was not signed, or we weren't hearing as much from them as the, you know what I'm saying, the F the police and them. That was done on purpose. They wanted the Ice-T and the gang bang and all of this stuff too. That's why Tupac and Biggie play such a major role in this. You know what I'm saying? And the fact of the matter, that's why it was such a big deal when Lauryn Hill and D'Angelo and Angie Stone and all of them came through, because we had not had music like that in so long on purpose. Now listen to me real closely, because at the same time as that was going on with the music, you also got movies like Scarface, New Jack City, you know what I'm saying, different stuff, South Central, that they're pushing to us even more at the same time as them putting the guns in our neighborhoods, putting the drugs in our neighborhoods. The narrative. They had just killed all of our leaders, you know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. If you think the only leaders that they killed was Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, you wrong. Because Bob Marley, that was a political assassination. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Sam Cooke was the first Master P.
Yes.
Music is powerful. Actually, he did more than Master P, because what Sam Cooke did in the 60s was not only start his own label, but that black man went out and started getting white artists and writing for them.
Yes.
Instead of them stealing from the black artists, he started going and putting the white people in the front and giving. They didn't want more people to do that. He hanging out with people like Malcolm X, hanging out with people like Muhammad Ali, hanging out with people like Jim Brown. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, music is so powerful. You know what I mean? Like, and the fact of the matter is that while, yes, this was done on purpose, we control everything. So at the end of the day, think about this. And anybody who watches, please don't ever forget it. I'm going to show y'all how racist music is. Why is it okay to say, I kill a nigga, I shoot a nigga, I drug a nigga, I kill his whole family, but you can't say nothing about the gay community. You can't say nothing about the Jewish community. You can't say nothing about the Asian. You can't even indirectly say anything about them. This is a crime from everybody from the FCC on down to the executives. But the only people that get caught up is the rappers. When Bobby Shmurda went to jail, why didn't the fucking, excuse my language, but why didn't the fucking executives go to jail? Did they not know what he was talking about in the record? Did they not already know he was on trial for this? That sounds like you're contributing to gun violence and contributing to street gang activity. Why were only they held accountable? So they can invest into it. They can build generational wealth off of it, but it's only at the demise of us.
Yes.
Back in the day, even the ice cream song was racist.
Yes.
They was talking about, they was talking about rounding up niggas. If y'all look at some of the original words of the fucking Star Spangled Banner.
Come on.
It's always been used in music.
You're going back.
But see, what they did is this, and I can't lie, it was genius for them to get us to say the things that they were feeling about each other.
Exactly.
And to make us think it's cool. That's the crazy part. And I need y'all, here's the thing, like she said, I still listen to my bullshit sometimes too. But the fact of the matter is, artists, it's like, it's messed up because on one end, we're saying we want more positive, but we don't give it the same reverence and attention that we do. And our attention is so expensive that it tells them what to invest into, and it tells the artists what type of music to make. And so they don't feel like they get, even Future said, you know, I ain't been doing lean, but I don't want to say it in my music because I don't want to lose my listeners. I'm scared I'm not going to have, like, y'all, we make what's cool and what's not cool.
Exactly.
You see how we just shut down that AI white rapper saying nigga all day? That was using a black man, once again, to rap for this white rapper saying nigga all day. They got a record label deal for like $2.5 million.
Yeah.
So you gave this AI person pretending to be us a record deal, but you looked over all these people right here. The black dude behind the voice said, they asked me to record this stuff. They said I was going to be part owner. He said I never heard nothing else. So I'm glad to see them take it down. So it's so important for us to break the chains of hip hop because of the fact of we letting them pimp us. But we pimping it ourselves. And we are in control of this. And so it's like if we see what's happening to the music where they're using your lyrics for different things, they're weaponizing our music, y'all. They're criminalizing our music against us. And so, but we're giving them the keys.
We giving it to them.
Like, come on, y'all. Do you know what the problem also is? This young generation is about their shit. And there was a lot of cap in our generation and back. And so they don't understand that, like, most of the rap, like 2 Chainz is not out here riding around and getting it like that. He's just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tip ain't in a trap. He's not in a trap. You know what I'm saying? But if they're saying that they were or is or are in their music, y'all thinking that this is what they doing all day. So these kids is really going out. They about this shit.
They
like,
really living that life.
They really living that life. And they not playing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we gotta, but the thing is that we're manifesting it into a reality in so many different ways. So if we can't control the TV and we can't control the movies and we can't control, which we can control some of that, but if we can't control all of the way that they put it out, you can control giving them something to edit to use against you. You can control what you submit.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Woo! Sorry, I don't know, I was kind of long.
Woo! Yes. Sound the alarm off. Yeah, no, it was long, but it needed to be, baby, because these death sentences are longer, baby. When you lose your life, that's longer, baby. That's for eternity, baby. So conversations like these need to be long, baby. You know, I just came fresh off Revolt TV having this conversation about the criminalization in lyrics, baby. And my whole thing was, it's time for people to take accountability. When do we get the blood off of our hands? It's not okay to keep talking about. It's just not, baby. Like you said, we all like to listen to different musics, baby. But when it is affecting the masses, when it's killing your people, when it's keeping them at a lower state of mind and a lower frequency, something needs to be done differently. And that's just the bottom line, baby. When do we get back to hip-hop being higher, infinite power, healing our people? When do we get back to the essence and the tools that it really was made for? Come on, baby. We know they have infiltrated the frequency, and this is the conversation we talking about. That's why the work that you do is so important, baby. You are breaking the chains, huh? Come on. What? Y'all better be fired up in your house, and if you are, baby, check your smoke alarm. Because we doing that. We are doing that, baby. Woo! Woo! This is why they call her Malcolm Luther Queen, baby. This is how she gives it up. Don't play with her, baby. She's standing on the shoulders of the ancestors, and she's standing with soldiers, baby. And I happen to be one of them. Okay. Hey, you talking about? Woo! So let's talk about the activism more in depth. The social media journalism that you do as well, bringing awareness to police brutality isn't an easy task. And baby, you do it effortlessly, beautifully, gracefully, in Black Girl Magic style. Okay. Okay. We were both on the ground at different times, and sometimes we was able to link up, baby, making impacts in different ways. But I want you to go in depth about the work that you were doing and why it was so important for you with the activism, baby.
Honestly, I got into activism just because as a radio host, I'm out doing media, and I'm like, watching the news, I'm like, that's not what happened. What I was seeing in reality and what we were posting and sharing as a community it was the first time I really noticed how much of a difference it was. And honestly, when I started losing opportunities to be on FM and different things because I wouldn't stop talking. When I was told to stop talking about police brutality and I could get on FM, I'm like, why y'all care so much? Y'all know Black women, we nosy. So you open up a can of the wrong thing, we like, you know what, let me go ahead and peel this back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It seems like something over here, you know, and it was, you know, and honestly, I was out doing live interviews. Like she said, I started doing, so y'all my sons, you know what I'm saying, that be out here doing the pop-up red carpets, FYI interviews stuff. Anyway, but just sprinkle. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was doing that, and a young man by the name of Nick Thomas was killed. And I interviewed his family outside the club, and I interviewed Shorty Lowe. And Shorty Lowe was like, and he came on there, he was like, and I need all the celebrities to do something. Like, y'all talk about this and that. Like, everybody need to be talking about this. And then, like, a month later, Future put the mom in March Madness. Fast forward, us being out in the streets. We was out here heavy in the streets like 2015, 2016, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie though, when the officer that killed Nick was promoted to lieutenant, I was like, all right, y'all got me messed up. I'm good. I'm from Flint. Like, he need to be shot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being completely honest, you know. And so, turn around and the Kemp situation happened, and one of the executives at the NAACP is like, I turned around. I was so inspired by taking a knee around that time for Colin Kaepernick. I turned around a video within an hour. You know, he like, who did this? I said, I did that. He like, for real? He like, oh, you got a following. I'm like, yeah, but I don't do politics. He like, oh, okay. Can you come talk about this at Hot 107.9? Like, y'all, he took me to all these radio stations. I'm like, yo, I don't know this stuff. I sound ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm a radio host, but like politics, that's a whole different lane. You know what I'm saying? He like, it don't matter. Like, people want to hear it just like how you saying it. I like from a hip hop perspective.
Delivered that way.
And I'm out here like, F the Republicans, F the Democrats. And so that's when I came up with My Vote is Hip Hop. And then honestly, a few weeks later, I got on Cop Watch America on BET. That was a huge show. Came out. This is when I found out about politics and TV, because we went from supposed to be on Thursday at 9:00 to push down all the way to 11:00 on a Wednesday after all these brand new Tyler Perry shows. And so, y'all, we didn't have no coming soon, no coming up next time. We didn't have no billboards. We didn't have no. We didn't even have a media run. We did our own media run. That's how much we were not supported, and we still ran circles around Tyler Perry shows, and they still took us off though. They took us off 4 months before the revolution happened. But see, when you are who you are, before they came along, you're going to do what you do anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I've been there for a lot of situations across the country. But I think one of the biggest things that I'm known for in the activism realm is, for one, our work on Cop Watch America. While they snatched the show off, we were able to force APD to start wearing body cams. If we didn't have body cams, we would not have seen Rayshard Brooks or all these other college different things that happened. It was the first time we made the feds and APD break up. That's when it became a problem. That's when they really was on our ass, you know what I'm saying? And then the feds came back, and for the first time in history, especially in the South, the feds started wearing body cams. The feds have to wear body cams in Atlanta. And so then turn around, and when the revolution happened, the other thing that people probably know me for is when it went viral, when we went down to the Ahmaud Arbery situation.
Brunswick. Talk about how you put up on them folks in the Brunswick store.
Oh, man, before we went down to, and let me say this. Shout out to all the elders, but sometimes you just need to do what you need to do. If you feel something in your gut, in your stomach, your spirit, God, whatever, do that thing. And we be checking in at times when we don't be needing.
Right, like, we just need to go.
Check in with God. You know what I'm saying? This was the first time, y'all, that we didn't check in with none of the elders in the movement. We didn't ask nobody. We just went. And we went with like 4 Panthers. And we happened to be joined by Grandmaster Jay. And then we went down there, y'all. When we went down there, that case was closed. We had kids coming up to us looking at us like we were superheroes walking through the balloon release. And then we patrolled the neighborhood. And these cops that had been harassing everybody didn't even want to come down the block while we was down there. See, because they deal with you differently when you give that energy of fear. Okay. Oh, it was very different that day. It was very different. That was the first time I poured libation on someone's death site. We took back the energy of that land. And then it turned around, and now the DA, she was gone. It was so much corruption in this town, y'all, that these men, we went past, and it's still on video, y'all. The truck that they used, one of the trucks that they used to chase Ahmaud Arbery down was still sitting in the driveway. So if they doing this in the 2020s, just imagine how it was for our ancestors, y'all. The truck's still sitting in the driveway.
Plain sight.
Nobody's doing nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? And after that, you know, a lot changed. That whole administration was wiped out.
Yes.
They said that was like, it was one of those things where it's a small town where if somebody do something that's connected to somebody, nothing is ever going to happen. You know what I'm saying? They killed Ahmaud Arbery and had the blood on their hands, and the DA told them to go home. They called the DA from the scene. And so, you know, we have to start showing people. And, you know, protesting and marching is cool. Me personally, I'm past that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of the pull-up activist at this point.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it needs to be, I don't know, man. I don't feel like too much is going to change until examples are made.
Absolutely.
Until we start handling things like how white people handle things. If you ask me, I think they ain't touched the wrong, I think they ain't touched the right family. We all wrong to be touched. But it's something about the arrogance of the police that repulses me, you know, and you got to stand your ground, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was telling me in 2020, don't say defund the police, Shar. Why? To please these people because they weaponize any movement that we come up with?
Right.
And what are they saying now? What are they saying now, guys? What do we have here? Defund the FBI, huh? Because when it comes to your porch, you look at it differently.
Exactly.
Same thing with police brutality. Don't nobody really be making no big deal about it until
it happened to somebody close to them. You're right. And that's the problem.
It really is.
Stop waiting until it hits close to home or it hit close to your backyard. This is all of our problem. Literally, baby. This is why we, you know what I mean? I'm not going to lie and say we have not elevated in certain instances and progressed.
We absolutely have. I'm very proud of us.
But we have not did it in the way that we need to, in the right way where these folks can respect us.
No.
For real. We have not, because a lot of times we don't even respect ourselves, and that's what we was talking about in the music, baby. That's why we are continuing to break the chains. Y'all, this is a multi-layered conversation. It's multi-layered, baby. It go to our communities, to the way it go even back to the foundation. But then when we think about how we was raised, and we have to think about, you know what I mean, in the household, how some of us was abused and different things, then we got to even take it back all the way to the Willie Lynch circumstances and how we were conditioned. You see what I'm saying? So y'all, it's multi-layered. Let's continue to do the work. You don't stop doing the work until you leave this realm. And even then, baby, you're doing the work somewhere else. We have to keep doing the work. The work this queen is doing is for a lifetime. Okay, it's eternal. We doing the work. I'm doing the work in this moment. We doing the work right here, having this conversation. The work has to be done. What are we talking about? We ain't talking about nothing if we ain't doing the work. We ain't talking about nothing. We ain't putting no action behind it. We just talking. What are you talking about? You talking about doing the work? Woo! Girl. Okay. Woo! So let's segue into the BET special that you starred in. It was a groundbreaking docuseries about the revolution, okay? Because we talking about all this revolutionary work. Let's talk about how they highlighted you in this BET series, baby, on your life. Woo! Rebel with a cause, baby. Let's talk about that.
That was so unexpected. They did a special on different people that got into activism in random ways. And it was on me, Yandy, Trey Being the Truth, and this other guy in L.A. when the police killed his fiance. You know, after they killed him, he went ham. Like, he created a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, it was really crazy because it had just happened right after we did the march that that was featured on the Bigger Picture video.
Yes. Shout out to Lil Baby.
You know, we had I dealt with so much during 2020. And I was in the middle of opening up my creative community center and teen studio. And so you know, it's always appreciated to have reverence for the work that you've put in. Because sometimes we don't look at ourselves like we are, you know, where we are because of imposter syndrome. I'm like, they about to feature me with Andy and Travian, but yeah, actually they're being featured with you.
Okay.
You know, here they are on the side of the name.
Girl, what?
And so it was definitely an honor. I think that was the first time I was like, yo, you really be selling yourself short. Oh, and another thing, it made me really realize my worth, because what I got paid for that one day of shooting that probably didn't go over 5 hours, that was a whole fourth of what I got paid to be on a whole worldwide TV show where they were impersonating me in Africa and in France. But because I didn't fully know my worth, when I did that show, I didn't ask for more. Let me say that one more time. A show.
Say it again.
A show that we prepared almost 7 months for and shot 5 months for. I got paid a fourth of that for a whole year for one day. Know your worth and add guac. Okay?
Period. And I'm running up on the folks who don't know it. Stop trying. I'm sick of y'all. Stop trying us.
But some of us got to run up on ourselves.
No, we do.
Because I know with me personally, somebody asked me a couple weeks ago, a millionaire, by the way. He didn't know what all I did. He like, Shar, you do. You pay too much.
You were saying the millionaire.
I almost snorted. He said to me, Oh, this is another Flint word. Salty. Y'all use it now. But anyway, I was so salty and crackerish when he said to me, you do all these things. It was like, I ain't trying to be funny, but I don't understand why you're not a millionaire. And I'm like, period. Period. Just kill me now. Just throw me on the highway in front of traffic.
No, for real.
But I had to answer honestly. It's my heart. It's me being an empath and feeling the need to fix so much that we feel like we need to try to overgive. And because we don't know our worth, we're wondering why people aren't appreciating it, but we're not appreciating it. You landed on thick for something that was supposed to get a thin spread. It was supposed to get a slither. You remember off The Devil Wears Prada? When she didn't want that cake and she was like, less. And she got a slither where you can almost see through the cake. Listen, I had to really think about it because I'm like, I know I could be charging more for what I do. I know I could be charging for things that I do. I know I could be hitting people over the head, but my heart won't even allow me to. But I think that we have to respect God's gift within us.
Absolutely.
Enough to know that your gifts are supposed to make room for you.
Yes.
But if you don't value the gifts and your time and energy, and the thing is that in the spiritual realm, there has to be an exchange.
Absolutely.
You're not even really supposed to be getting spiritual work done or different things without an exchange. Because when it's not in the energy of exchange, you know, it's not being reciprocated.
Yeah, reciprocal. I got my grill in. I ain't supposed to be.
I would drop the mic, but
literally,
it's handles.
I didn't even really want to eat this at that time, but I just figured, girl, you really get on my nerves. But I love you so. That's what I'm saying, girl. Got it stuck in my grill. This ain't no permanent. Like, I'm doing too much.
She got slugs on the day she wasn't ready.
Listen, woo, y'all. This is just. I need y'all to know, like, we really sisters for real. This ain't
this is my real friend.
Pull up, like, this is my real friend. The way she continues to pour into me, the work that she continues to do, the way she believes in me. She been believing in me. Anytime I pull up anywhere, she be quick to be like, this is the best performer ever.
She is.
She always give me my flowers, baby. Y'all know how I do. Listen, let me just talk about that real quick. Stop trying to minimize the greatness, baby. Don't minimize Shar when you see her out. Pay her what she's worth. Don't minimize Nesha Nycee when you see me out. Pay me what I'm worth, baby. Y'all know what I done did in this city, and a lot of y'all done tried to take the sauce and run off with it, baby, but it's not the same sauce. It doesn't have the same ingredients, baby. This is gluten-free. This is gluten-free over this way. That's just me talking my little, I'm going to pop my shit even, because I got to. I'm sick of y'all.
But hold on. It's the ones that copy and then try to act like you competition. Sir, ma'am, you just copied my whole shit. You should be saying thank you. But here you trying to turn your nose
but
up at me.
you are not even speaking to me no more when you know you be inspired.
Here you are. Here you just say you inspired. Don't call it competition because we're not on the same level. Let's start there.
We're on the same type of time.
We are not on the same type of time. Let's start there. Y'all be copying off of shit that I came up on the whim that I just did real quick. Oh, she ain't do it right. I'm doing it better. Bitch, I knew it could have been bigger. I put it out there for you and y'all because I know you needed something. You see what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying? Like, when you're a curator of the culture, when you are a marketing and idea guru, it comes through me all day long. You know what I'm saying? Understand it's a few $100s to sit in my presence for an hour.
Come on, baby.
Because I can change your life with a few words. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that I learned this through losing damn near $1 million. I learned this through losing relationships, through losing, you know what I'm saying, time and energy and making a lot of mistakes. And so pay people their reverence. If they saving you time and money, Pay them they reverence, bro.
Absolutely. And if you appreciate them, for real, show that appreciation, baby, because we know how we do, especially in Atlanta, baby. Y'all
We
know.
gonna see you copying us. Y'all be acting like can't nobody see y'all.
We see you, baby. We not legally blind.
We're big enough to where people can identify. Shar did that first. Nesha been on that.
Nesha been on it. Come on, baby. Come on. But like she said, because we are sinners and really vortexes of this creative juice, we don't mind sprinkling it. I don't mind,
I expect y'all to copy.
I expect it. I'm flattered by it. I appreciate it. But I'm just going to say, I know I done been humble too long. These days, baby, I'm popping it and I'm letting y'all know I see it, baby, because you see me too, baby. You going to continue to see me.
I even seen a rapper do a whole mixtape named Malcolm Luther King.
Listen, Black Girl Magic time. I need y'all to know, baby, but when you called me and said, be a part of this for the Upward Bound program, those kids were actually being paid to be there, y'all. That's a whole nother thing, too. They were giving resources on top of being given resources.
They really were. They
really were.
Tours.
College
They
tours.
made bikes from scratch.
Made bikes.
They went to Six Flags. Y'all literally
went into top studios, got filmed on top production by Emmy award-winning videographers and directors. So we had top producers, platinum Grammy award-winning producers that Shar.
We had Black Elvis, who is the number one producer in the world. The song that y'all hear with
the
Jack Harlow.
Mm-hmm. With the Fergie sample.
That was the number one song in the world during the summer. We had the producer of that up there. And he's with produced the kids. Everybody from Beyonce to Andre. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we built the whole studio up there at Morehouse. We was not playing. You know what I'm saying? They really got a top-notch experience.
They really absolutely did, baby. We not coming halfway. Mm-mm. And it was all encompassing on top of, the ins and outs of music, because it was so important to let the kids know, yeah, we know you want to be in front of the camera, but what about somebody that's supporting the person that's in front of the camera? We were able to show them other avenues within the industry. It's not just about being the artist, baby. What about the manager? What about the publicist? What about the accountant? What about the entertainment lawyer? It's so many facets. It was even Young Kings that was like, we want to do security. It's a space and place for that. We didn't shun nobody. So I just want to thank you again for bringing me on with that, baby. We just getting started. Let's talk about the showcase briefly, because you've been killing it with this showcase. Then had the kids on Greg Street, had Greg Street a part of it as well. Let's talk about it. Giving out cash prizes, baby. Let's talk about how we really running these streets right now. Let's get into it.
We did the talent show to support the Morehouse program, and when I tell y'all these talent shows, we started out giving away $500 a week, taking them to the radio station, giving them studio time, letting them meet Greg Street and different stuff. Then we went all the way up to the finale, where we gave away $1,000. We had the studio time. Then we turned around and we brought it back because it was such a demand. And we're doing a music video. Y'all, every one of these shows, we've had at least 3-4 artists come from out of town.
Yes. Everybody know.
Everybody. And it's not
she
just
was from
rappers.
out of town. Shout out to Sassy.
Listen, it's not just rappers and singers, y'all. We have musicians. We've had saxophone players. We've had African djembe drummers.
Yes.
We've had
the talent be extensive,
dancers. And since then, we've been able to get these kids booked. We've been able to put them on shows. You know what I'm saying? By the time this come out, I'm already being took them on Sweet Arbor Music Festival. This will be the biggest stage some of them have ever performed.
Yes.
Y'all know Sweet Arbor Music Festival can have anywhere from 10 to 20,000 people. And the thing is that I just think it's important to invest into kids' passions versus trying to force them to do what we want them to do. We need to do more investing into things that they're actually interested in.
Yes.
And so to make sure that we're also ensuring that we are breaking the chains of hip-hop in November, Thanksgiving weekend.
November, baby.
We're giving away $5,000 to a teen. We're also gonna we gonna show y'all how our artist is supposed to be marketed. We're literally going to do the media run for them. We're going to do their music video. We're going to do everything that they need to get. We basically going to do a successful artist starter kit.
Yeah. Press run,
you know, from there, you know, it's on you to do the work, but we're gonna set them up. And so by the time we get done, it's gonna be damn near $50,000. You know what I'm saying? That we invest into the winner. But in order for them to qualify, they have to write at least, now you're going to get to do all your other songs, whatever you want to do. But you have to do one song of impact about a social justice issue that we have going on. I don't care if it's about abortions. I don't care if it's about gun violence, gang violence, police brutality, poverty, whatever you want to write about. I need to hear you not just bringing awareness to the situation from your standpoint as a youth, but I need you to bring us solutions of what y'all think we should do, because people forget that most of the changes that were made have all been by young people. It was the young people that really pushed the civil rights movement. Fred Hampton was only 21. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't people in a, 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s who didn't know what the hell going on. It's y'all. It was the teenagers that pushed. People didn't care about, and I care about older people, and we care about older people, but not as much as kids. People ain't give a damn about all them niggas, them old adults, They ain't care about all them adults getting hit upside the head. It was when the kids started going into these white bars and buses and stuff, and they start touching the kids. That's when it was a problem. That's when it became an issue.
Yes.
Y'all, when 2020 really went up is when y'all got into the streets. You feel me?
Facts.
And so y'all see things from a different way than the rest of us. And I believe very much so in talking to kids and not at them.
Yes.
And we need to hear from them sometimes. So I want to hear from y'all. So you want some money? You know what I'm saying? You want these opportunities? I need y'all to meet us halfway. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And so I'm excited. I'm excited to bring more opportunities to the youth. I'm excited to make a star. Because I already know we got some stars that have already hit the stage.
We do, sis.
We definitely have some stars that have already hit the stage. You know what I'm saying? But I know that we got an icon. And I can't wait to see who submerges. Because when I tell y'all, Nesha should have been a judge. When I tell y'all, the judges be like, I don't know.
We be floored. I be on the edge of the seat.
I be like, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I be like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Because, it's literally, I always start off, I have a few young people, some people that's just bruh. Once we get going with this show, it's like back to back to back.
That be so good. You be like, whoa, I can't breathe. Give me a minute. Hold on, I can't keep up. Shit, it be a lot. Woo! No, the talent be baby, it be a plethora of talent. Shout out to the youth. The youth is absolutely the future. I want to thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the work you constantly do. You know we're going to continue to work. We literally just had our conference call last night. I said, sis, I need you to pull up a little bit early because Swoo swam. Anyway, saying all of that to say, baby, this is my sis for real, y'all. We out here in these streets. We out here making an impact. I appreciate this goddess. Anytime she ring my phone, she know I'm there. We're going to continue to do the work together. We're going to continue to uplift each other, apart from each other. And anytime we come together, baby, we make it history. Herstory. Excuse me, baby. You heard me. Listen, baby, Krown Talk. This has been this segment of Krown Talk, baby. You've officially been crowned. Heard you, baby. Give the people some last words. Let them know what you got coming up. Let them know where they can follow you and stay tapped in, baby. The quick.
So first I want to say Alter Candy, the spiritual marketplace, is back also November 2022. Where you can get all different modalities of healing in a lit way.
Yes.
I just want y'all to pay attention to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand, understand, overstand that we all have a huge purpose on this earth. And I posted it the other day, but there's no amount of drinking, there's no amount of smoking, there's no amount of turning up. That is no amount of sexual pleasure that is going to satisfy the urge and pull that you have inside you to fulfill your purpose. And we need you. I don't know who this is for. I don't know what you do. And you don't got to wait till you got $1 million. Amazon, Starbucks, Google, all started in a garage. And Apple. Anyway, y'all can follow me. I'm Shar Bates with an S, not a C. On Instagram or TikTok. I don't really be talking about nothing on Facebook because all my mama and all them on there, and I don't really be, you know what I'm saying? But seriously, both of those. Oh, cold and flu season is upon us. Community healing, I ain't capping. I drink my own. I do all my own stunts. You know what I'm saying? But this tea, right? This community healing tea has been knocking everything out in your body from the Rona on down since January 22. The longest it's taken us is 72 hours to knock it out of anybody. The nastiest of cases. Actually, it's more like 36. But anyway, but seriously, it's 14 all natural herbs. And it's a natural detox. It also gives you energy. It's also an appetite suppressant. It also is safe and helps strengthen your respiratory system and boost your immune system. It don't matter, and it's safe no matter if you pregnant, you got cancer, you got lupus, you got AIDS. It's actually cancer-fighting antibodies in here that help strengthen them. So anyway, communityhealing.com. Follow me. I'm Shar Bates with an S, not a C. And I appreciate y'all, and thank you so much for having me. Shout out to GoSayHELLO. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate being crowned. You feel me? And it's been a pleasure. You know, this is exclusive content that you can only find on GoSayHELLO. And
bottom line, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
Thank
you. Thank you. Thank you so much for
What's
being
this called? Wait. What you said? I got crowned. You said crown me.
You've officially been crowned, baby. Heard you. The first time I had the chip with it, so you was crowned with a little bit of seasoning from the chip, so it was different. Okay, baby. So okay.
Okay, I was the first guest on here. I just want to say, you know what I'm saying? I sold your boy. I sold your boy Nesha show.
First guest on him. 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 First guest on him.
Bust a freestyle.
First guest on him. First guest on him. Shar Bates. Krown Talk on him. First guest on him. First guest. I ain't finna rap, cause y'all can't get that for free. Nesha Nycee on everything. Nesha Nycee on all platforms, baby. Check out my music. Y'all know what we doing. Listen, follow me, NESHANYCEE on all platforms. Check out all the music I have out. I need y'all to tap in. I am in Denver tomorrow. Shout out to Loco Plus GOLOPLUS. Go say hello, baby. Y'all know what we doing. We saying hello. We saying hello to our community. We saying hello to the future. We saying hello to the present. And we saying goodbye to the past. The Queen. This has been the first segment of Krown Talk. You feel me? Nesha Nycee said twice, signing out with Shar Bates, the goddess. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all know what we doing. We just getting started. You feel me?